We've all had it happen. We seem to have the right number of staff, but some important things are still not getting done. So we think maybe we should hire someone to help out, like an additional assistant, a backup TC, or someone to help with insurance. In many cases, though, the problem isn't enough staff. We think they should be able to get all their work done, but everyone isn't doing their job as well as we'd like. In that case, we don't have a staffing problem. What we really have is a productivity problem. So the solution is not hiring additional staff. The solution is somehow making our present staff more productive. But how do we do that? How do we help them become more productive? Well, the three most effective ways that I mentioned in the last video were: number one, organize the person; number two, systematize the process; and number three, redistribute the responsibilities. Let's talk about the first one, how to organize the person who's not getting all their work done. Let me give an example from our practice. At one point, our practice was growing at 25% each year, and our treatment coordinator was becoming overwhelmed. She didn't have enough time to follow up on the observations and the patients who had left the office undecided about treatment. Instead of hiring a second TC, I sat down with her and organized her work. We made a list of all the daily, weekly, and monthly tasks that she was expected to do. We then created checklists for the daily tasks, which were to be completed by the end of the day, her weekly tasks and her monthly tasks. And then we broke it down even further. We took the daily duties and created a checklist for every type of patient she saw that day, like the new patient, the observation patient, anyone who took records. The weekly responsibilities were divided by the 4 days of the week so that we could designate which day of the week she would complete 1/4 of the weekly items. And finally, we grouped the monthly tasks into 4 weekly areas of focus. So week 1, she would review all the monthly reports with me and see how our key numbers were, such as conversion rates, starts, deep bonds, and etc. In week 2, she would focus on following up with the observations and undecided patients. Week 3, she would look at the upcoming schedule and make all the calls needed to keep the starts, D-bonds, and observation slots filled for the coming month. This might mean moving up a patient to fill a cancellation slot. And week 4 was reserved to complete any items on the checklist missed in the first 3 weeks. Now that the work was organized, instead of feeling like she had to do everything at once, she was clear about what she needed to do each day, week, and month. She had manageable targets to hit, and she became more productive. This way, at the end of each day, she knew that this day was complete, that she got everything done this week, and nothing fell through the cracks this month. So strategy 1, at times when someone's not getting their work done, we may not need to hire someone to help. We may just need to organize the person. If you'd like to hear more about how to increase your team's productivity, watch this next video right here, where I talk about the second strategy, how to systematize their work.